And welcome to all budgeteers. This video is going to demonstrate how tables maintain the backbone of Budget Buoy, enabling the flexibility to customize your budget. Tables are static, that is, they don't change very often. The monthly budget data is dynamic, with each budget period having unique income and expense transactions. Let's take a look at how tables organize those transactions. The upper left-hand corner of each screen in Budget Buoy displays the program identification and title. Programs unique to home budgeting start with HB, while programs accessing tables start with DS, which stands for Design System, of which Tables by Design is a component. Table data has been referred to many times in previous videos. Table 921 with categories and Table 922 for budget detail items were the first. You probably noticed that the field definitions of each table are unique. All are maintained and displayed by the same programs in an application I call Tables by Design. I've used Tables by Design for several software applications, each having content unique to the application being created, yet all being maintained by the same programs. At this time, Tables by Design can document and populate 999 unique table definitions. Individual tables can cross-validate each other as needed without additional coding, while all contained in a single physical file. Over the 20-plus years I've been using Budget Buoy, features have been added to Tables by Design to facilitate the customization of table data to better track budget information. Here's a look at the finer details and how they work together. There are two programs available for displaying table data. DSE1D11 displays all table content. DSE1D12 allows for sub-selecting on the first value in the key field, which I'll demonstrate later. It's been used in previous videos, particularly with Table 922, to sub-select a specific category. I'll use DSE1D11 for now. Look at Table 931, Budget Account Types. Notice that you can't make changes to this table. You can see how many entries are allowed and how many are currently in use. For more information about this table, click Description. Documentation about the program is also available. Now let's look at Table 929, Payment Options, which is user-defined, with 10 entries allowed and 6 entries made. To add a new value, you could click on the column headers and then Add, but for now I'll select DC and Modify. Only the Value column on the right is used for data entry. To the left of Value is a definition of the data to be entered. Right-clicking the Field Title column for the green highlighted row displays information about that field. I'm going to change the description and save. Here's a little trick that's useful for customization. Suppose you have two debit cards. Create the second entry using the first entry as a default by right-clicking on the field sequence, setting it to 0. Effectively, an entry is being added, but the field values are filled in. Change the value of the pay type, which is the key, and update the description fields. Save and exit. Both debit cards are now in the table and available for use. Previous videos suggested using the examples and customizing them by changing values for code CK1 to your bank name. Using the trick just described, keep the values for an example checking account and create a meaningful acronym for your bank. Modify field values as needed and your bank is ready to use. If this is your default bank, repeat the bank code here. After saving and returning to the table display, make sure the new bank code is unique and check for duplicated order entries. In this case, bank CK1 needs to be inactivated. Do not delete table entries before verifying that they are not being used. I'll address deleting table entries later in this video. Most tables only use the first value field to put entries in order. In other tables, 2 or more fields are joined to create a key expanding sequencing capability. The key designation can be seen in the table display programs and is defined on the printed reports. In Table 922, budget detail items are sequenced by the category in column 1, the order in column 2, and the ID in column 3. Notice that when I slide the display, the key fields remain stationary. To view an individual category, sub-select by lookup or enter a valid category code. Earlier in this video, bank code CK1 was duplicated to create code YBN to demonstrate the easiest way to customize Budget Buoy to your needs. The current balance of transactions was copied, indicating that transactions were entered for bank code CK1, which now need to be reassigned to bank code YBN. This is done using two utilities. Entries, Usage, and Counts tabulates code usage for a specific table in the monthly budget files and affected tables. If the count fields are zeros, the table value is not being used anywhere and can safely be deleted by returning to the table maintenance program to delete the entry. Table Mass Changes allows you to move all code use entries to a new value. Optionally, if you don't want to change every old code to the new value, print a list to change them individually. Select the bank code to be replaced by right-clicking the change value to select the code via lookup, in this case CK1. The record count for the code will be displayed. Do the same to select the to code, YBN, that is replacing it. Click Change and the number of updated records should match the number of records found. I like to run the Entries, Usage, and Counts utility a second time to verify that the changes were successful. If the code being eliminated has zero use, return to the maintenance program and delete the bank code CK1. Budget Buoy is designed to be flexible so that you can set up your budget to your requirements. Using these utilities gives you the option to customize the tables even after entering budget transactions. By using existing codes as templates, customization should be fairly easy. Until next time, good luck with your budget.